right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're not late. We're on time. And we're playing more Metal Gear Acid. Picking up where we were yesterday when, big thunderstorm knocked out my power for about an hour. Sure. Okay, well, now it's 2:01. I was going to say look at the time. Now it's no longer the time. But the fact that it is currently 2:01 and that I started talking a minute ago does, in fact, mean that we were on time. Also, your on-screen chat isn't working. Yeah, I was about to say, my bot is not opening, like, at all. So we have a botless stream because I have no idea what the deal is with that. I didn't have time to figure it out. So we have a fully botless stream. No commands will be working because it's just straight up not opening at all. I just tried to open it again, in fact. As I said it, still not opening. Still not opening. Oh, we gotta run back this big fucking mission. So here we go. I remember I'm going to need I'll leave the RC missile on until I'm done with the New Game Plus stuff. Going to need my thermal goggles. Wherever they are. Gonna need them on both. And we're gonna need equipment level 2. Which I think is down this way. Yeah. On both. Purely because this mission is such a bitch. My chat is like, well, I can pop out my chat. There. That's better for me. Like, it's on the opposite end from where I normally would keep it. Oh, TTS might not work.
Don't forget, you still have the Ninja Gaiden games you up to 100% on all difficulties. And over a year ago, your sanity is worth $10.
No. No. Thank you for the 10, Douglas. Maybe if we ever did Ninja Gaiden. I think I did. I don't think I ever beat 3 on the highest difficulty. I know I beat 1 and 2 on the highest. I'm not a big Ninja Gaiden 3 fan, but who is? You know? I still haven't played 4. 5 FPS face cam? Oh, why is it like that? Hello? Seems better now. Old Ninja Gaiden or new? Not NES Ninja Gaiden. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. Not that one. Do you live like out in the sticks? What is with all the power outages? I live not in the city anymore. Which is why, like, I've not said where I moved to. Because, like, I'm not in a huge, super populated area anymore. But yeah. The power outages, and like, even if it's not the power going out, like the internet goes out, or it's just like, man, how long until I can move back to the city? How long until I can get back to the city? I need it. I can't live like this. I may as well move up. Teleco has high cost anyway. And I spotted a guy. What the fuck was that? I can't see. The thing that's nice about the goggles that I was kind of forgetting yesterday is that you don't need to wear them unless you're actively getting shot. I think everyone's internet access is rock solid across the world. Well, on top of that, with the Sony thing too, it's important to consider that most countries aren't even supported by PSN services. Like, the PlayStation Network is available in less countries than it's not. Legitimate. And it's been a big issue with some of their games over the last year. A couple of years, actually. With, like, Helldivers 2 had a big stink about it because they took it off of Steam for everyone who's in a region that PSN didn't support when they tried to do that whole, like, merging into PSN on it. And they just recently confirmed that Tokon, the new Marvel fighter, is not going to be available in any of those countries as well. You just straight up won't be able to buy it on PC in any of those countries, even though it is a day one PC release. They did confirm, like, if you're in one of those countries, no Tokon for you. It won't even be sold there. And I think the list is like 100 some countries. Yeah, 140, something like that. So it's not some insignificant amount, right? Like, it's a lot of countries. It's a fuck ton. Oh, okay. Grace's parts are the hardest. Not saying Leon's the easiest. It's broken. It's just more manageable. I didn't think Leon's bits were bad on Insanity. Like, there's an adjustment period at the start. But I remember, like, getting past those opening bits with Leon and really getting into the groove with him. Oh, Snake has to open that door. Shit. I might raise an alert in the first room. Oh, this sucks. Wait a minute, actually. That should, if I remember right, interrupt his call for help. Their radios shouldn't work if the area is chaffed. That'll help too. Wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna have to face that way. Get Teleco out. She has a sniper, like, in her hand. Large parts that have no cell service, let alone internet. I don't get these decisions from Sony. That's actually a funny thing with where I live. If I don't have the internet in this house, I can't connect to anything because I get, like, sometimes 1 bar of cell service in the house, or just on my street in general, like in the neighborhood. I get, like, sometimes 1 bar, but, like, yesterday I tried to message in chat. Thankfully, the very first message I tried went through on 1 bar and said, like, hey, my power went out, so that everyone knew what happened. But then I tried to message more after that, and I straight up went to 0 bars. Like, my phone said SOS, because there was zero service. Sometimes I just straight up do not have any cell service in the house because I am kind of out in the middle of nowhere now. Should be one more guard down like there. I don't know if I'll be able to see him as Snake here. Oh yeah, I can. Ooh, he actually hit a lot of those bullets. What the fuck, man? I'll wait. Oh, I guess I could have sniped the guy, probably. My brain didn't work in time. Okay, thank God. No alerts. Crisis averted. Snake's gonna need that. Not right now, but at some point. Should be no more guards in here. There's nothing in that room. I remember because it's locked, so like you would think there's a card pack or something in there. Oh, there is another guard. Fuck. Whoops. Opinions on the 3D GTA games. If you like them, I'll bet you like Saints Row. The Saints Row has been weird for me over the years. I don't dislike Saints Row, but most of the Saints Row games aren't really my thing. Especially, like, I don't think I've ever played the original. 2 was good, 3 was okay. 4 was something. 4 was definitely a video game that I have played. And then after that, I don't think I bought them anymore. I don't think I've played any of them past 4. I think I only played 2, 3, and 4. That sounds right. He's so close to dead. Give me that kill. Give me a gun. Let me finish it. Yikes. That's not a gun. Only 2 after 4? Oh. Okay, then I've played most of them, I guess. I played Tag 2 yesterday. What's its reputation in the community? I thought juggling 2 characters at once was kind of fun. Tag 2 is a game that sold terribly because when it came out, okay, context was like Tekken 6 wasn't hated, but it wasn't very popular either. So people weren't really keen to buy Tag 2 because it was kind of just more Tekken 6 was what a lot of people thought, like with the tag mechanic and stuff, which it largely is, to be fair. But people who did buy Tag 2 and play it love Tag 2, generally speaking. It's just, it had a very... Tag 2 almost sunk Tekken, like, as a franchise. Harada had a very hard time getting Bamco to greenlight Tekken 7 because of Tag 2's disastrous sales. Like, it sold terribly. No one bought Tag 2. But generally, pretty much everyone who played it really enjoys Tag 2. And it's held in pretty high regard competitively as well to this day. Because, what's it? Obviously, it's like a new school Tekken with all of the crazy movesets and execution and stuff that newer Tekken has. And you had to play multiple characters at a time. So like skill ceiling was super high for competitive play. And then because the player base was so small, it's largely thought to this day that Tag 2 was never a game that was like fully figured out in a competitive sense. Like a lot of high-level Tekken players still to this day will tell you if there were like a sudden Tag 2 resurgence, we would still be learning the game pretty much as if it were a new Tekken game. Because it got played so little when it came out that like most of the stuff that you can even do in that game is still undiscovered to this day. I'll just shoot. I remember this room we just have to fight through basically, so here we go. The remote controlled rocket actually could be good. There's a robot dog up here. There's 2 of them. Live twice in one day. Crazy. Did anyone see that? I turned on my laptop earlier and like I powered it on, and while it was booting up, I wasn't even looking at it. And in the background, my OBS on my laptop opened. I tuned in. So I had no idea, and False randomly, we were talking this morning and she was like, "Are you streaming?" I was like, "No. Why the fuck would I be streaming right now?" She's like, "Yeah, it says you're streaming." So I go to YouTube and it was just streaming like a frozen frame from yesterday where my power cut out. Because my OBS automatically booted back up. And since my power went out, my shit turned off and I didn't have the opportunity to like hit the stop stream button. So when my OBS automatically opened, it tried to automatically reconnect to YouTube and keep streaming. And I caught it. I think it was going for like 3 minutes until I caught it. But there was just a frozen frame of my stream from yesterday, streaming for like 3 minutes this morning. Where did the robot dog go? Bottom chat broken? Yeah, my bot is not opening, like, at all. Just straight up. I don't know why. Oh. This is unfortunate. Why did the dog go over there? And where did this guard come from? Crazy Mind Works. I, frankly, do not want to hear it. I don't. I don't. Blam blam. I have a plan. This was not specifically part of the plan, but this works. I would go back to Tag 2 if Sony released it on PS5. It's stuck on Xbox. It released on both, but if you wanted to play it on a newer system, I think the only way to play it on a current gen system is on backwards compatibility on Xbox. That sounds right. It did release on both, unless I'm mistaken. Was it only an Xbox game? There you are. See, the crazy thing is that I'm realizing now, I could have just left. This dog didn't even need to be killed, but at this point, it was on PS3. Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, your only option then would be backwards compatibility for like a newer system. How did Tekken 7 perform? Great. Tekken 7, I think, is the best-selling Tekken. Maybe it's beaten by 3. It might still be beaten by 3, now that I say that out loud. But, yeah, for a game that Bandai Namco barely even greenlit, and, like, Harada had to jump through so many hoops to get it greenlit. Like, that mobile game, I don't remember what it's called, but the Tekken mobile game, that only exists because it was Harada's, like, compromise of give us this chance to prove that the Tekken IP still holds some value. And he got them to greenlight, like, a low-budget mobile game filled with microtransactions and stuff, just to dip their toes back in and be like, okay, is Tekken viable? And it was. But that's the reason that that exists, was Harada desperately trying to get Bandai Namco to let him make another Tekken game. There's a Tekken mobile game. I think it's called Revolution, is it? Something like that. It's basically Tekken 6 on phones filled with microtransactions. So, like, it's not something you're probably too interested in checking out now, but at the time, that was, like, the only way that they could get Tekken back on the menu, was if that game actually performed well. If that game flopped, Tekken would have died with Tag 2. Or I guess it would have died with that, but in terms of, like, proper mainline entries, it would have died with Tag 2. So, like, it's not really worth checking out now, but if you're a Tekken fan, especially if you're a Tekken 7 or Tekken 8 fan, you owe that little weird mobile game a lot, because it's the only reason Tekken still exists. Genuinely. They are so lucky that they got permission for that and that it actually somehow worked. Because, like, you say out loud, Tekken 6, but on phones with microtransactions everywhere. It wasn't a mobile game, it was free on PS3. Ah, it was on phones. It was a mobile game, but I guess it must have gotten a PS3 version or something. You could pay to win, increase the power of your moves, yes. I played it on PS3. See, I didn't know it was on PS3. I thought it was just a mobile game. I'm in a weird spot here. Increase the power of your moves? Yeah, genuinely. You would, like, grind out a character and increase the power of specific attacks on that character. And then, of course, you could pay microtransactions to speed up that process, right? Classic mobile free-to-play stuff. And it's the only reason we have Tekken 7 or 8 today. So somehow it worked. Also, I got spotted in this room and I'm pissed. I was about to go over there and then pop the stealth camo and run through. I'm very upset because this room sucks ass to get through. I mean, I could still pop the camo, reduce the cost, and try to slip by. Because Snake got shot, so he can't see now. Oh my god. That deck reload was brutal. Yeah, like, pay money and you would do more damage, take less damage. You could get a 2-hit kill with a fully invested in character. Yeah. What was it called? Was it Revolution? Is it Tekken Revolution or something like that? Right? Oh, he's still right there. Oh, they're all still right there. Ah, okay. Wait. Oh, she can't hit the barrel because it's behind that guy. And he has armor, because of course he does. God damn it. It is Revolution. I know my Tekken. Come on. This is going well. Yesterday, I was ranting right before my power went out about how much this room sucks if you get spotted in it. So, here we are. One day later. Thank God. We are so back. Oh my God, she's fully blocked in though. And she can't see them. Tekken 8 will sell more than 7 if they just add lay. I don't think so. Personally. Clear the way. Free my boy. Okay, they're moving. They're moving around. Those shield guys are in bad spots now. Great. Hear me out. I'm gonna use this minus cost to get Snake up right away again. I have a plan, I swear. Oh my God, they have so much health. And then we can snipe this one shield guy in the back. Right? We can shoot him to clear the path. Is my thought. And then since we have camo anyway, which Snake only has for a few more cost, like literally 4 or so. So I really gotta keep the cost low. I can steal my turn back, run straight through to the exit. Boom. Hit the lasers, but I'm invisible. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Ooh. Unfortunate. So here's what we do here. We move all but one space this way. And we start blasting. Fuck that shield guy, right? And we just get her. She's gonna probably run out of camo here. Get her as close as we can. Try to slip through this exit quickly if possible. Oh my God, Snake's camo wore off up there, but he's standing right next to the guy. Oh, fuck. I was gonna say he's standing next to the guy so he doesn't see him, but he knows. Shit. You were right about AC2 Another Age. Too much repetition of content. I mean, it's great that it's like Armored Core 2, but just more of it. But then it's just kind of monotonous with all the missions. There's just too many. I don't even know if that's really gonna do much, to be honest. I'm just hoping that maybe could lead to some confusion. Snake getting his ass beat. Pelico's gonna have to shoot the shield guy in the side. Right here. Oh, but she doesn't have a gun, which is awesome. It did nothing. It just did absolutely nothing. Oh, he discarded. Lucky. We can, shit. I was just about to say we can probably get out, but she can see. I don't know why she can see. She shouldn't be able to see, but she can. This will turn him. We're doing some high level plays here. Snake should be up next. Oh, there's a guard off screen who's up. Okay. And then Snake goes for the side shot. And then for the punch. And then the -12. Reset, go again. Oh shit. This mission sucks. Even with the goggles, this mission sucks. He's dead, right? Okay, okay. It's gonna spawn another one before Teleco's turn. Oh no. Teleco and Snake are gonna get all the back. That's a grenade. Oh, oh no. Teleco passes out because, no. No. Stop. Have mercy, please. No. No, please. First mission of the game? I think so, for sure. Fuck. Like, there's just nothing to be done about it. Wait, Teleco's down. What does that... We just have to wait for her to revive now. Great. Oh, she was only knocked out. Now she's out of action. And Snake is just gonna have to 1v5, I suppose. Until she's good to go again. This is going well. Somehow Captain America's in it. How and when did he come back? They announced that he was going to be back. I have no idea how he's supposed to be back, but they announced it a while ago. Like that he was going to be reprising his role and everything. Okay. So, if I shoot this guy... Front evade, son of a bitch. What? How are you up first? Oh, the goggles. Fucking hell. Live, Snake, live. Tank it, tank it, tank it. Fucking grenade. And his goggles just wore off, which... Fuck. We gotta make desperate plays. Wait, what? This is it. This is the desperate play. This guy running actually allowed me to get away from that grenade. But I don't know if I'll live regardless of that, but... No! Fuck this game, man. Fuck this mission. This game is fine. I enjoy Acid. This mission is so shit. So long, so slow, so many stupid encounters. Fuck this mission. Sincerely. Hate it. Granted, we're on extreme difficulty. So, like, it is the extreme run, but I have almost every card in the game. Like, I'm using all the best equipment in the game. Pretty much. And it's still just sometimes too ridiculous to get through. What about Acid 2? I don't remember Acid 2 having a mission like this. Like, one that's just so bad, it genuinely, like, every time you get to it, it's like, oh, fuck. It may have had one, but I don't remember it having a mission like this. I need to practice my throw counters. Got King Day. Happens to the best of us. Hello, Valen. Happens to all of us at some point. Chat this morning. Get this, right before stream actually. I got an achievement. Just a little achievement in my free time. This little game, you may have heard of it. Definitely not from me, I never talk about it. Marathon, right? Little known Bungie game that I've never mentioned before. I hit VIP status with a faction, which in Marathon, like what that actually means is I maxed out my reputation with one of the game's factions. And I have gotten an achievement for it. And what that means is I have one achievement left for that game. And then I have perfected it. I also got called a gay bastard by a player on voice chat. He called me a gay bastard when I killed him. I was insulted. I actually was laughing my ass off. I was in a call with False and streaming my screen to her just while I was playing. She was doing whatever. I don't even remember what. But as I killed the guy and went to finish him, he called me a gay bastard. How dare he? He ain't wrong. You guys see what I have to deal with? You guys see what I go through? Do a marathon review and throw that clip in if you have it. I do have the clip, actually. I did clip it. I do have it now that you mention it. I ran into some friendly players. Smile. I do run into friendly players, and I'm a nice guy. All right? False doesn't believe it, but I help people all the time on Marathon. Like, if someone is scared and they're like, please, I'm just trying to, like, do my contract. I'm friendly on Marathon. I'm a cool guy. I just want everyone to have fun with the game, because it's a fantastic game that is very, very hard to actually break into because it's so punishing, right? Like, it is the opposite of a casual, laid-back game, which makes it very off-putting. Prevents a lot of people from getting into it, like, properly. But it's so good once you do, man. It's so good. Show us, then? I could. I have, like, actually our whole encounter clipped because for some reason, while I was doing video work, I guess I set my clip length to, like, a full 60 seconds instead of the standard, like, 30 that most people use, obviously. So I have, like, our entire encounter capped off with him calling me a gay bastard. And to be fair, I think the reason he called me that is because when I'm not being friendly on Marathon, I will fully admit that I am a bloodthirsty loot goblin. Like, if you shoot at me, if you're not friendly with me, I want nothing more than to kill you and take your loot in that game. I want nothing more. Like, I will go to the ends of the earth for a good bag of loot. I absolutely will. And so I chased him around. Like, he 100% was trying to just run away from me and get me to, like, disengage. I chased him. You can't just tell us without showing us. Okay, here. Is Metal Gear Acid? Yes. Where is this? There we go. My marathon. Put this over on my second monitor too. Where's my marathon clips? There we go. You might hear false. Sorry, false. Just because she's in the background of this. I don't know how much talking she was doing at the time. But here's the fabled clip. I'm just gaming, right? This turret right here, right before the clip starts, this turret was like mounted right here shooting at me. I shot it. All the turrets in this game drop ammo, so I'm trying to go grab some bullets if I can. I need to explain it because no one plays this fucking game. So I actually need to explain what's happening. I try to loot the thing for salvage. It has a piece of salvage I'm looking for. Nice. Right? Run over this way. There's false. Sorry, false. I had a key to go in this room, so I mark it on my map. But as I'm closing the map, I see this guy running straight at me down these stairs. I don't think he saw me or what. I don't know. But this guy is fucking running straight at me. I'm terrified. So I shoot a lot. I do a lot of damage.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to...
I don't know what she's doing.
The hand.
No one can hide.
Oh, I know what she was doing. She was on her computer working on something.
I think I
Ignore her.
lightened them a lot because the 2-win model is super light.
VTuber stuff. Ignore her. I chased this guy down. This is what I'm talking about. He was definitely trying to run, but then he also sat in this corner and tried to rat me, right?
Gay bastard.
The cutoff was killing me. That was why I found it so funny when I got him.
Gay bastard.
Gay bastard. And False does that little laugh because I fucking died. Famous last words. Yes, it was great. I love that game. It's so fun. I'm getting really good at it too. False would never back me up on this, of course, but I have gotten to the point in that game where I just run around like hunting people and I almost never lose a fight with other players. I have genuinely become a fucking bloodhound on Marathon. I don't know what happened to me over time, but the more comfortable I get with that game, the more that I really just... I hunt everyone. Like, if I even hear something off in the distance that sounds like a player, I'm like, what's that bitch doing? I have time. Oh, my drink just splashed back on my face. Is Survive any good? It's fun for a little bit. It has value, some. But like, I wouldn't buy it unless it's on sale, personally. Such a shame what happened with Marathon. Bungie should have worked on Destiny 3. I am so much happier with Marathon than I would have been with more Destiny. But to be fair, I've been out of the Destiny, like I haven't really enjoyed those games for years. I did for a while. You shot first? No, different story. I wasn't being friendly with that guy. The rule of thumb in a game like that, chat, is that you are friendly if given reason to be. Otherwise, you have to assume that everyone is going to try to kill you, because everyone is normally going to try to kill you in an extraction shooter. The friendly stuff, I'm talking about other things. Like, I once, speaking of me being a bloodhound, I heard the extraction open nearby. It makes this big loud sound when someone tries to start extracting from the map. I heard that sound while I was like looting a building, and I fucking ran out to go hunt whoever was trying to leave because I knew there was someone right there. And I run over there. I see him right before he extracts. I shoot at him. I down him. But then when he's downed, he says, "Hey man, I wasn't trying to fight. I just really want to leave. Like I need to get my contract done. I just want to go." And I said, "You know what? My bad. My bad." And you know what I did, chat? There's an item in the game that luckily I had on me, but it allows you to revive a player who's not on your team. It's called a mercy kit. And I just so happened to have one on me at the time that I had looted from that building. So I used it instead of like keeping it and selling it, which that's why I was holding it. I was just gonna sell it if I didn't find anything better that run. I used it. I gave up my profit to save this guy who really, I did feel bad about hunting because he was just trying to leave. But my ass, like I heard that loud sound and I was like, there's loot over there. Loot goblin. Hey man. I was mentioning it before on stream that like my rule of thumb, like the thing that made Marathon kind of click with me was the realization that PvP isn't really that scary because every other player is just as scared of you as you are of them. So like when you go into fights with that in mind, like keeping in mind that you are just as scared as losing everything as they are. It's not like everyone who you come across is this fucking god who's gonna run your shit and take everything from you. Like, they're scared of you too. They've got just as many nerves and stuff going as you do. Granted, now I've become very comfortable with the PvP. I don't get that nervous most of the time. I'm normally actually pretty chill in PvP now. Like, everyone is afraid of losing their whole bag of shit, right? No one wants to lose their shit. But it's so easy in games like that to like run into other players and just immediately instinctively be like, oh, this player's gonna kill me. Players are so good. They're so scary, so deadly. Like, no, man, they're scared of you too. They're thinking the same thing about you. So it kind of weirdly, like keeping that in mind, at least for me, lets me go into PvP a little more level-headed. And I find I make less mistakes that way. Like going in, keeping in mind that they're not some almighty god. Like they're in the same exact spot I'm in. Although like in that clip, you could see I've got like purple shields and stuff going at this point, which it's not the best shield in the game, but It's the typical color scaling, like rarity scaling in games, right? Gray, green, blue, purple, gold. If you've played any game with like a rarity system or like loot like that, you know the system, or you know the tiers rather. Purple's up there, and Marathon's progression is very long-term. So purple is like, very few players on that game have purple gear. But I've gotten myself to the point where I have a nice stockpile of purple gear, and because purple gear is not common, what makes it so great is that I have the better gear than like most people. So I'm pretty good at killing with that purple gear. I've built up just this big stockpile of really good shit. So even when I do die on occasion now, it's like, okay, throw on another one. Another purple. We go again. I'm pretty stacked at this point for a solo player. I haven't played much cryo because you can't run cryo solo. I mean, you can queue up with like randoms on it, but aside from the occasional run, I just don't really enjoy doing it. As awesome as Cryo Archive is. That's where all the gold stuff is on Cryo Archive, which is why otherwise I probably would have it. If it wasn't locked to a map that currently doesn't have a way to play it solo, I would probably have that gear. Because I love that game. I've been playing it so much. I'm close to getting all of the achievements. I was just telling False before stream that now that I got the VIP status on one, or on one of my factions rather, the only achievements that I have left are, there's one for hitting level 100, like just player level 100 in a season. And right now I'm like 81, I think. And then the other achievement I'm missing is the one for getting all the achievements. It's like the perfect game. It's like the platinum trophy, right? Is the only other one I'm missing. So I just have to play the game enough to go from level 81 to level 100 now. And then I have all the achievements. Like, that's it. You play Marathon like I play Hitman Freelancer. I play like an hour a day on average. Some days less, some days more. But I would say about an hour a day on average. I'm hooked on it, man. It's so fun. Like, it genuinely is just that fun. I wish it was like, well, I was gonna say I wish it was more accessible, but at the same time, I think part of what makes it so special is that it is just unafraid to be the super hardcore punishing experience that it is. That's like part of the appeal. It's actually a huge part of the appeal for me, at least. But like, it being such a hardcore game makes it very difficult for people to get into, and that has kind of kept it from becoming more popular. And even some creators and like streamers and stuff who love the game have talked on Twitter. I've mostly seen creators talking about like, yeah, I would love to do more Marathon content. I think the game is phenomenal, but no one watches it. Like, genuinely, just the game has failed to build like a big audience for itself. So just as much as I would love to get on stream and play Marathon all day every day from like a streamer standpoint, even a lot of those guys are like, I legitimately just can't. Like, I won't make enough money to live if I do, as much as I would love to. Like, it's not feasible. Like, at this point, with the fall off that season 2 has seen, I think Marathon's fate is pretty much inevitable, where like once they get through the few seasons that they have stuff already made and planned for, the game's probably not going to get supported beyond that. And I think they said they have through like season 5, and we're on the tail end of season 2 right now, I believe. Or no, we're only like halfway through season 2, actually. Yeah. Season 2 came out only a little more than a month ago. No one watches because you guys don't stream it. I don't stream it for that reason. I would. That game is so much fun. But like, plus everything else that's going on has not helped. Where like maybe I would have if I wasn't already doing all of the series that I am, and then like the Doom stuff, and then like Halo I gotta get on. Halo's actually coming up really fast. Because like the remake comes out the end of the month, but they have a huge early access window I was talking about a bit ago. I bought the deluxe purely because it's 5 days of early access. So like as a streamer, like if I didn't stream the way I do, I probably would not have bought deluxe. I don't think it would have been a good value proposition for me, even as a diehard Halo fan. But as a content creator, 5 days earlier is a lot of days, right? Like that's a pretty, I can't just turn my head at that. I can't ignore it. 5 days is a lot. That's a lot of early access period for being able to stream it and stuff like that, right? But like, yeah. Point is, for trying to stream Marathon, I would love to, but I already have like 4 long-running series going. And then for bonus streams, we have XCOM, and we have, I'm trying to think what else, sorry. We have XCOM, we have the Doom stuff that just happened, like is happening. I still have to play through the rest of Revelations. Crazy good DLC, by the way. So good. Gotta play through the rest of that. Halo is coming up for the early access. I think it starts on the 23rd. So less than 2 weeks away from Halo Remake at this point. God damn it, where's the stealth camo? I'm not doing this room without stealth camo again. I'm just not. But I wanted to play through CE before the remake comes out on stream. I did a poll for it. People were interested in it, so we're gonna do it. But like, I gotta get through Halo CE, which is not a long game, but I gotta get through it. And then the remake. And then, right? Black Flag resynced. I'm glad I didn't buy it. Now that it's out, and like I've been watching like stuff from people who did 100% complete it and everything, I'm glad I didn't buy it. It's one of those games that like I'm sure someday I will have a great time playing Black Flag resynced when I buy it on sale for like $20 or less, right? It's definitely seeming like one of those to me. I'm glad I did not buy it like right at launch for the premium price. I don't think I would have been happy with that purchase. Is God of War on your backlog? Not like on my immediate backlog, no. Because I mean, I've played them. Aside from 2018 and Ragnarok, I've played all of them already. So for like streaming and stuff, not really. There's not a whole lot of God of War interest right now either, which is rough for Sony and Santa Monica because like they obviously just announced a new like high budget title. But yeah, woof. We'll gladly play it one day when I can buy it on a Steam sale. Yeah, when it's like less than 20 bucks, I'm sure I'll pick it up and love it because like it's still Black Flag at the core of it. But like, it seems like if I wanted to replay Black Flag, I would honestly just be better off replaying Black Flag and not playing Resynced. Which is super unfortunate for Ubisoft that myself and a lot of other people are saying the same thing. It's rough. I think interest in God of War will probably tick back up when the remakes come around. Granted, even then, that's kind of dependent on the direction they take with the remakes. Like, are they gonna remake them in the older, more classic hack and slash style? Or are they gonna like try to remake them with 2018 or Ragnarok's style of gameplay, like the over-the-shoulder style? Depending on how they treat them, it could either like totally revive interest in God of War or leave them in a very rough spot. I hope they do Ragnarok style. I really hope they don't. That is like my fear with the remakes, is them going that direction. Scammed? No scam. Didn't even take your points. I should just wait until Snake has his as well. That's the smart move. I almost used it and started moving her, but I should wait. There we go. Now we can slip through. Scammed on Twitch? That's your fault. There isn't chat or anything? No, the whole bot is not opening, like at all. Straight up, I try to run the program and it just doesn't open. And I looked for like background processes or something. I thought maybe it was from the power going out yesterday somehow. I don't know, but there's none. So I might have to go flush the cache or something. I'm just not a fan of the Norse Saga. Story-wise, the Norse Saga seems really great. Gameplay-wise, it seems fine gameplay-wise. Like, it doesn't seem like the gameplay is bad, but it definitely doesn't seem like the gameplay is as good or better than the old style, right? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to use my -20. got boring in Ragnarok for me. The new game had me interested gameplay-wise. But then, God, the writing. Like, just the more that characters in that trailer spoke, the more I was like, oh my God, please just stop. Just stop talking. Because, like, the gameplay looked good. But then the more that they just spoke, the worse it got. The less excited I was. Frank the Cube, yeah, it was terrible. Also, like, I'm not loving the direction that Sony's exclusives have been going this gen. And I think the new God of War is, like, very symptomatic of it. Because, like, you know, they open with, we're gonna show you 20 minutes or whatever it was of gameplay from one of our brand new exclusives, never seen before. And then in that whole trailer, we got like 2 or 3 minutes of gameplay and like 18 minutes of cutscene and dialogue. And I get that it's from the beginning of the game, so it's probably worse, but like, bro, there was almost no gameplay in that. It was like 20 minutes of extended gameplay, and there was almost no gameplay. They destroyed his sniper. I was like, what equipment did they destroy? It would have to be his sniper. Oh, this room's gonna suck. The guy has all rear evades. What the fuck? Bitch. Snake can't see. Oh, Snake can only move twice, that's right. Thermals, yes. Oh, fuck. Damn it. What am I doing? Gun, gun, gun. Please. Oh my. Her sniper. God damn it. I keep seeing the equipment destroyed. I'm like, what equipment? Sniper. We're sandwiched in. What the fuck? We're not in a great spot. "2018 is the best God of War game." I haven't played it. But I feel like that can't be right. Yeah, I'm punching. Because it'll knock him out. For some reason, the Metro 2039 gameplay trailer had like less than half of the video actual gameplay. True. It's not just a Sony exclusive thing, but definitely like that has been the general direction Sony titles have moved in. And like, granted, it's because it worked so well for them during the PS4 gen, right? Like their exclusives got to be looked at in like very high regard during that gen, while they were generally moving that direction. But like, man, it's not slander Metro. Hey man, I've been saying it. I'm a huge Metro fan. I love Metro. The new one is not doing much for me so far. Like, just from what they've shown, I'm such a big Metro fan that I've read the books. Like, straight, I have them, like, well, I was gonna say sitting on a shelf, but not anymore, because I moved. So I don't, they're in a box somewhere. But like, I'm a really big Metro fan. And I just, this new one has not excited me yet. I don't know. It's not doing much for me. Yeah, I saw that coming. Hello, Tibby. I've not played Ragnarok. I watched a playthrough. Y'all see Shinji Mikami weigh in on the playthrough watching discussion that the Resi community was having for a bit? I thought he had a very based take on it, personally. And like, granted, I am the gameplay guy, so of course I line up with him, right? But I thought he had a great take on it, where basically, if you don't know, the Resident Evil community has had a huge influx in people who love Resident Evil and heavily discuss Resident Evil, but haven't actually played the games. Like, they just watched them on YouTube or something. And Mikami, who directed original RE1, RE1 Remake, and RE4, weighed in on the discussion because it got so big. And he said, if a game, or sorry, if you're able to derive all the value of a game from watching someone else play it, it's not a very good video game. And I read that and I was like, this guy, I knew I liked this guy. I knew I liked this guy. That's the same shit I would have said. Like, if you genuinely can get all the value of a game from just watching someone else play it, or like watching, especially on YouTube, can't be that good. Because like, a game should mostly come down to the ways in which you interact with it, right? You simply can't get all the value out of a game without playing it. And the reason that this has become such a topic in the RE fandom, to be fair, for those who don't have like the context, if you're on the outside looking in, it has become such a discussion because people will dismiss or like shit on games that they haven't played, and then talk about like with Resident Evil in particular, right? People, I have to give so much context for this to even come together, which is why I'm stumbling so much through it, because I keep trying to like make the point and then I'm like, oh, I need more context. People will say like, yeah, the RE3 remake is actually really good, and the people who complain about it compared to the original are just babies who are nostalgic for the original. But then fans of the original kind of have to come in and be like, no, they really did cut a lot from that remake that people loved about the original, and so it's missing a lot of like what people were looking for and hoping it would have, and yada yada. And they'll be like, yeah, but the original is worse because it's old. Like, have you seen it? It looks like shit. Like tank controls, ugh. And that has been a very big part of like the franchise discourse throughout the year so far. Like people saying that the newer ones are good just because new, older ones bad because bad, and if you disagree, it's just because you're nostalgic. And yet, this is coming from people who haven't played either the new or the old one. Or maybe even some people who only played the new one and haven't actually given the old one a shot or whatever, right? So it's become such a point of discussion because people are like making all of these points and discussions not really knowing what they're talking about, and then where it starts to actually become an issue, and why the whole LARP discussion started in the RE community, is because like just having that discussion is like whatever, it's annoying, but it's not really a big deal, right? But it got to the point of newcomers coming in with like Requiem getting so popular, right? And saying, hey, I want to get into the Resident Evil games, which ones should I play? And people who haven't played the old games are just straight up like, yeah, skip the originals, just play the remakes. You'll get everything you need. Don't play the originals. They're bad. And it's like, no, the originals are really good. The controls are a little rough. The visuals aren't as good, but like, there's a lot of value in the old REs, like a lot. And it started to become an issue because people were telling newcomers to stay away from what, like, diehard fans of RE, if you spent any time around discussions about RE, would tell you, some of those older games are still some of the best games in the series to this day. Like RE2 in particular, I would say, original RE2, is still like a top 5 Resident Evil game of all time. But so many of these newcomers who are largely watching the games on YouTube, or just not even entertaining the thought of engaging with the original, will tell other newcomers like, yeah, don't play the original, it's shit, it's bad, just don't even play it. And he's like, no. It starts to become an issue because of that. And that's why that discussion has blown up so much in that community in particular. There are a lot of new RE fans that think RE4 Remake is the peak of the series. Okay, to be fair, RE4 Remake is a top 3 for me personally. And I like old RE4, like classic RE4 a lot. That's also one of my favorite RE games. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. And I like the remake more, personally. I think the combat and the balance and stuff of the remake is way more fun to me. But to that point, I would tell people to play both because both are fantastic. But again, the real issue that has been popping up is so many people not playing the games themselves, and then when people ask for like recommendations or like a list of what they should play, they'll just straight up be like, don't play this one, it sucks. When it doesn't, when it's phenomenal, when it's like original RE4, right? Or I should have said original RE4. because that is one of the games that has suffered the most from that whole issue. Original RE4 gets written off a lot by people who are coming in and either only playing the new games or just watching the games online. When it's like, it's fucking Resident Evil 4. Like, it's still... Oh, shit, sorry. It's still widely considered one of the greatest games ever made. Not just the remake. The remake is very highly considered as well. Everyone loves the remake. For the most part, unless you're Crowcat. But like, most people love the remake. But there are so many newcomers who will be so quick to be like, nah, original RE4 is garbage, don't even bother. And then when you're another newcomer and you believe that you're talking to like a really big RE fan, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, thanks. Thanks for the heads up, I'll avoid it, right? Like when you don't have the proper context, you're just gonna be like, oh, okay, thanks. I'll stay away. Granted, I am very much the kind of gamer who gets a lot of value even from games that aren't perfect or what's it? Games that are like heavily flawed, whatever it might be. I'm playing Metal Gear Acid right now. I like Acid. This game has so many flaws. I like this game. This game is fucking fun. There's a lot of cool shit in this game. This game's got issues though, but like it's really cool. There has to be a group in the RE community that hates me because I like both the originals and the remakes. Let me tell you, as someone who likes the originals and the remakes, there are two groups that hate you in the community. I speak from experience. There are two groups that hate you. The thing is, when you're someone who enjoys originals and remakes, you end up pissing off both the people who love the remake and hate the original, and the people who love the original and hate the remake. You piss off both of them. And the only people who don't hate you are the other people who like both. It's a good time. I love the internet. I may as well put these on just to burn these cards, keep her cost down. Fuck's sake. Guess I misremembered. Yeah, Crowcat is the one who has made now more than one video about how shit the remake is. Avalanche Reviews, Jared, actually did an awesome video going through the Crowcat videos and like pointing out all of the issues in them. Like all of the little ways, because those videos I never realized until I watched Jared talk about it and like break down a lot of it. But there's a lot of stuff in those videos that are like knowingly misconstrued, where he'll have like a bit where he compares just the visuals and the atmosphere of like the church in RE4 in the original to the new game. And he shows a clip from the original where like it's dark and gloomy and it's raining and there's all this atmosphere, and then the new one it's like sunny and slightly windy, but there's like no cool weather effects, right? But then I never even caught this until Jared pointed it out, which is so funny. Because you would think I would catch this. But he's like, yeah, the thing that's crazy with this, right, is that in both the original and the remake, you go to this church twice. Once during the day where there's no crazy weather, and once at night when it's raining. That's the case in both versions of RE4. And he selectively chose to show the moodier version of original RE4 and the less moody version of the remake, even though if you did a fair comparison, the atmosphere is just as thick. And he even did the comparison himself, and like, yeah, it's the same atmosphere. But Krobcat like cherry picks it and portrays it as original has so much aura, remake took out all the aura, and it's like that stuff is all over his videos. And Jared did this awesome breakdown of all of it, like at least all of what he found just from watching it once or twice. And then even some of the like streamer clips that are used in there are just taken straight out of context, where like they'll say, yeah, I don't like that they did this, but then like right after they'll also say that they enjoyed it in a different way, but he'll just cut it right at the I don't like this because blah blah, and then leave out the bit where they say that they actually kind of like it because of this side of it. There's a lot of that. I'm gonna say I definitely remember it raining at the church. Yeah, it's because in both games you first go to the church during the day, but then you return to it at night when it's raining and storming, right? But he portrayed it very misleadingly. And I think Jared's video is like 40 minutes long, breaking down all of this stuff. It's a great video, though. I would recommend it. I think it was called something like RE4 has a Krobcat problem. It was something funny like that. It's as if Cole is telling us that YouTubers can sometimes be unreliable sources of information. Yes. Fucking hell. Why am I not drawing any guns in the room with like all of the biggest, baddest armored enemies? What the fuck is happening? Just magically all of my guns disappear from my deck in this room. Of all the rooms, this room, they just poof, they're gone. They don't even exist anymore. Oh my god. Unless it's a rocket launcher, of course. In which case it's right there. Boom. Don't you want to use the rocket to move? 10 cost. Only 10 cost. What's the consensus on Elden Ring? People love Elden Ring. Me personally, I do love Elden Ring. I don't think Elden Ring is like FromSoft's best game. I don't think it's the best Souls game, but I do really like Elden Ring. I have hundreds of hours in Elden Ring. It's so fun. But I don't personally agree with the general consensus that it's like some of FromSoft's best. Very fun, not my favorite. Like Dark Souls 1, I still like that more. Demon Souls even, I personally still like it more. Yeah, Armored Core 6 I like more than Elden Ring. I would agree with that. God, what is this new fucking melee ability they've all whipped out all of a sudden? Shit.
Armored Core 6 is a better game than Elden Ring.
Agreed. Thank you for the 2DS. Beat the shit out of this guy. He's stuck. He can't go anywhere. That guy's just gonna stand there the whole time, isn't he? Like, actually. Get fucked. Snake, please. Oh, Snake lived, but barely. It knocked out the guy. I want to try Demon Souls one of these days. Bro, you have to. It really, like, it's so weird. It feels very strange if you're used to other FromSoft games. But once you adjust to, like, all of the unique systems and mechanics of Demon Souls, it is something special. Is on-screen chat not working? Nothing from my bot is working. My bot won't open. I don't know why. I think I just need to, like, flush its cache or something later, probably, because it's just straight up not opening when I try to run the EXE. How many cards? He has 2 cards only. F you, Sony, for shuttering Blue Point. I still can't believe that. You guys see that id Software came out and finally, like, tried to alleviate all of the misinformation? Granted, kind of too little too late, but holy fuck. People were saying all the craziest things about id Software and all the layoffs, and they came out and were like, hey, we did have layoffs, but, like, we're fine. It's not like the fucking end of the studio. We didn't get massacred. Like, we're okay. We're still perfectly fine, actually. What I found really interesting was learning, yeah, I was just about to say the Doom 2016 thing. Learning that their team size expanded so much after 2016. Like, after that game came out. I mean, obviously, like, they would have expanded after such a crazy success, but I didn't realize they had expanded that much. Like, their studio size nearly tripled after the success of 2016. That's crazy. I was watching this critique on Demon Souls Remake, and was low-key agreeing with how some of the artistic changes are worse. Then it somehow spiraled into some anti-woke rant. I've seen the same video. I've seen the exact video. I know that video from you saying it. And 100%, the artistic changes in the remake, I don't like. As someone who's a big Demon Souls fan, they did make some... Or, sorry, they did take some... artistic liberties with the remake that I am definitely not a fan of. I don't have the remake. It's not on PC yet, although apparently they have it running, well, they have the splash screens running in a PS5 emulator on PC now. So the time approaches of Demon Souls Remake on PC. It's coming. But they made some, or they took some creative liberties with it that I definitely don't like. Because, like, they're just the most random things, right? And I don't know if he says this in the video or not, but it almost feels like just, like, they thought that it would just look better if they changed it to be this instead, in some cases. What game we're talking about? The Demon Souls remake. Is there a chance the next Doom game might be a remake? No. They've never had any interest in remaking the Doom games. And to be fair, the Doom fandom has zero desire for remakes either. Because, like, I mean, go play original 1993 Doom. That shit fucks. Like, genuinely. Hold on. Is it on sale right now? Because I know a lot of you are on PC now who only recently moved to PC like this year. Oh, they're not on sale, but they're $10 at full price. Chat, I'm telling you, if you've never played Doom 1 and 2, you can wait for a sale because they're ridiculously cheap on sale. But if you've never played original Doom 1 and 2, they sell them together, full price, $10, cheaper on sale. Fuck, we're dead. We're actually dead. They're still they're timeless. Like, I'm convinced, not even timeless in like a timeless game because I like it, but like genuinely, if you have never played OG Doom, they just are great to this day. The core design of them is so fucking good that you pick them up and it feels like they genuinely haven't even aged beyond, like, you can't look up and down, which you get adjusted to weirdly quickly because the game doesn't demand you to look up and down at all. Like, it's not really a downside because it's not something that negatively impacts you as you play, if that makes sense. It feels weird when you're first getting used to it, but straight up, like, Doom 1 is still one of the better FPS games out there. There's no need for a remake. The level design hasn't aged too well. Depends who you're talking about. Yeah, I was gonna say, Doom 2 has bad level design because it was mostly done by Sandy Peterson. I'm convinced that guy did not understand level design because Jesus Christ, his levels. Holy fuck, Sandy Peterson levels in old school Doom. Good Lord. I talk a lot of shit about Sandy Peterson. Not just because his levels are bad, which they are, but also because, I mean, if you've ever seen the guy on Twitter, he talks about his time at id Software back in the 90s as if, like, he is the reason that Doom was so successful when he was a level designer on the team and, like, genuinely just the worst level designer on the team. His levels sucked ass. Is 2016 a soft reboot of the OG, or is it a hard reboot in another timeline? It's neither. It's a direct continuation off of Doom. Well, now off of Doom the Dark Ages, now that they've done a prequel. But when it came out, it was a direct continuation off of Doom 64. All of the Doom games are one continuous timeline, except for Doom 3, which is not canon. Is it direct continuation? Yes. Genuinely. It is direct continuation. It's the same guy. It's the same guy. At the time that Doom 2016 came out and we didn't have Dark Ages, the basic story of it was Doom 1 and 2 happened, like Mars demons, or actually not Mars, Phobos, to be fair, which is a moon of Mars, so close enough. Demon outbreak on Phobos. He fights through it, goes to hell. After he defeats the cyber demon, or sorry, not cyber demon, the spider mastermind in hell, he somehow magically, because Doom was an old 90s game, they didn't really care about the story, they were just doing it. He gets teleported from hell back to Earth, and the demons got to Earth before him. Hence the name Doom 2 Hell on Earth. It's on Earth. Demons on Earth. What was the big selling point of Doom 2 compared to Doom 1, right? Like, that was the big story intrigue. He goes to Earth, fights the demons. Also, in the process of doing that, goes back to Hell again, kills the Icon of Sin, which is like even higher up the demon food chain. Like lore-wise, is like the source of evil from which all demons come from, basically. TLDR, I'm simplifying, but stick with me now. And then after Doom 2, after he kills the Icon of Sin, he just decides to stay in Hell forever so that he can just kill demons nonstop for the rest of his existence. And that is what Doom 64 is. And then it leaves off that way. And in some gap between Doom 64 and 2016, the demons captured him, locked him up, locked him away, and then the corporation who was doing all the stuff on Mars way back to begin with finds his tomb and takes him back to Mars to like research how they locked him away and everything. That was basically the TLDR of it back when 2016 came out. Now the Dark Ages fills that gap like very directly, as well as some stuff from Doom Eternal's DLC, like flashbacks from it. But it all is a direct continued storyline aside from Doom 3. Doom 3, they might tie back into things somewhere, but Doom 3. Don't even think about it. It doesn't fit in anywhere right now. It's its own weird little thing. I'm trying to think of what I want to do here because I'm in such a weird spot. I guess just wait. I just need Snake to be back up and healed and stuff. To be a maker who reincarnated as a human. Yeah, the lore gets crazy. It's funny. I haven't finished Revelations. I'm not even like halfway through it yet. But there's been a lot of people getting called out in the Doom fandom because there are a lot of people who are critiquing the story of the new Revelations expansion and the way that it directly ties the Dark Ages back to 2016 and makes it like one solid unified timeline that like totally makes sense now, apparently. That's what people are saying. I haven't gotten through it myself, but that's what the word on the street is. God damn it, Snake. But a lot of people are saying there are like plot holes, but apparently the lore heads are calling everyone out because they're like, no, there are no plot holes in the Revelations expansion. Like everything that it sets up and ties into to like go from Dark Ages to 2016 to fill that gap is all stuff that's in 2016, but you have to read the fucking lore. Like you have to actually pay attention to the story to make it make sense. And there are a lot of people thinking there are plot holes because the Dark Ages straight up gives you the story through cutscenes and stuff, whereas 2016 gave you this crazy deep story and lore, but you have to actually read it yourself. But like no one fucking did that. And they're all like, oh, so now you care about the lore, but you didn't read the lore, so you think it makes no sense, but it makes perfect sense. And so people have been joking that the Doom 2016 LARP has been getting exposed, which is all shit posting. They're not being serious, but just the joke, the meme going around the Doom community right now is what's it? That the 2016 LARPers are getting exposed. Yeah, Melty is right. Final Doom was just this little like standalone expansion of classic Doom that was 2 fan-made episodes that id like thought were high quality enough to pick up and sell officially. But they're also non-canon because they're just fan-made levels. There's no like story implications to them. The LARP Slayer. Fuck, Snake. Here we go again. She has camo right now. So this guy is a free kill if he just decides to chill here. Check this shit out. Isn't Doom 3 a horror game? And if it is it part of survival horror or action? It's not really a horror game. People will say it is because it has like a more horror heavy atmosphere to it. But no, it's still, it's just an action game. It's just a straight up FPS. But it does have like a, yeah, it has like the vibe of a horror game, but it's not a horror game. It's still like a run around really fast, shoot demon game. Funny shooty game. Well, her camo wore off, so now I feel like an idiot. Okay, he has a terrible gun, though. His melee is probably the ridiculously strong one. Snake! Oh my god, just run him out. Run him to safety. Pray he can draw a ration in the near future. Teleco can't see. Fuck's sake. I won't say it's fast. Doom 3 is fast. You just gotta get past the first half of the game. Which most people don't, to be fair. The first half is really slow. It's actually, funny enough, the same thing that happened with the Dark Ages a lot when that game came out. Where a lot of people only played like the earlier half of the game and were like, man, this game is so slow and so much less interesting. But then the second half goes crazy. It's the same for Doom 3. And thankfully now, the Revelations expansion is alleviating a lot of that criticism from the Dark Ages, which is great because it never deserved that criticism. That game is awesome and hectic and super fast once you get to the point where it actually picks up. Like once you're at that point where the game is like, okay, we've taught you what you need to understand, now you can just play. Once you hit that point in the Dark Ages, that game is fucking nuts. Once you hit the fun zone, as Hugo always calls it, Dark Ages kicks ass. Genuinely. So fun. And Doom 3 is the same way. Not as crazy as Dark Ages, because it's still older Doom. But it's the same way. Fleek's vid on Dark Ages will never not be funny. A lot of people made videos on Dark Ages that aged very poorly very quickly because others actually played through the whole game like properly and on Nightmare and whatnot, and we're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? That mission, by the way, granted we had a failed attempt, but including the failed attempt, that mission and the power outage from yesterday, if you include that, which I'm going to just to be funny, that mission took about 2.5 hours. But thank fuck, we're past it. Max life increase. God bless. We need it. Okay, the thermal goggles and equipment level 2 can be removed from both of their decks. You watch Midnight? Occasionally. I wouldn't say I consistently watch him, but I've watched him. Midnight, I was just watching something of Midnight's the other day, and I wish I could remember what game I was playing, but Midnight was hanging out in chat once. In my chat. And I wish I could remember what I was playing, but I found out that Midnight watches my stuff. I think Midnight's been here twice, actually. Has he? Has it been more than once? Oh god, tell me it hasn't been, because then I'm gonna feel bad. I've never seen him here. He's been here. Like, for sure once. Maybe twice. Maybe I just forgot one of them. Like a year ago? Yeah, he may have watched my Resident Evil stuff. I think it was Resident Evil, because I was gonna say it may have been Armored Core, but no. Armored Core I was mixing up with, if you guys know FPS Aesthetics, he does YouTube, but he's actually more well-known from his Twitter account, which, if you could believe it, is mainly about FPS games. He weirdly came into an Armored Core 1 stream and was like, hey man, I love your Armored Core stuff. And I was like, I follow you on Twitter. The fuck? I know you. But Midnight, I more know from his Halo days. I know he's mostly gotten to the Doom side of content now. Like, he's more in that community now, I mean. But Midnight I knew, like, from the Halo community way back. Haven't you had a few people pop into your streams? I've had a lot of moments where I'm like shocked that certain people watch my stuff. Even like some of them from chat, which is always more fun because it's more like a conversation, like live, obviously, right? But I've talked about even like on Twitter when people just will randomly follow me who I'm like, oh, I know you. What the fuck? Like I mentioned before, like Mutahar follows me on Twitter. And I don't know, because I've never really directly spoken to him. Yeah, Muda is a Chol viewer we know. I don't know if he's from, because he's a huge Resident Evil fan and a huge Yakuza fan. And obviously I started both of those like on top of each other. So I don't know what Muda found me through, but I almost definitely know it was one of those. I've had quite a few of those where I'm just like, what the fuck? I know this person. They watch me. This mission sucks if you don't remember it, because this is the one where literally the whole objective is to find the secret entrance down, and you just have to like stand on a specific tile in this general area. He was searching for a Chloe and ended up there? Probably, right? Must be. But yeah, I've had a few of those that, and they always get me. They always shock me. If I run around that corner, well, okay. Oh my god, I can fully run through. I would not have thought I could run all the way through this. But if I can, I will. I got it. Have you heard of the Alex Myers obsession controversy? No. Easy clap. So many points. I should have let it run all the way. I love when you get 10,000 points playing on extreme and the game can't even display 10,000. It's not worth it. I should have saved my game in case of power outage. Imagine I had to do that whole mission again. Alright. We're almost at the end of the extreme run, and then I just have to grind card packs. Maple frosted donuts go hard. They do. Like, it's never the first thing that I think to get at a donut shop. But maple donuts are really good. Shit. I have now eaten both of them. They're good. I enjoy a maple donut. Sounds weird, but they're really good. A local bakery back in Minneapolis that I would go to did maple bacon donuts, which it was legit just a maple frosted donut like that, but they would put like a crispy piece of bacon on top. And that shit was delicious. That was so good. Who's the character the most disrespectful people play? Man, that's a good question. In Tekken 8. The most disrespectful motherfuckers on Tekken. I was about to say Law. Law is up there. Like, he comes to mind for sure. Law players are assholes all the time. I have to think, man. Law, Victor. Hey, I'm sorry, but it's true. Law players on Tekken 8 are assholes, False. You have no idea. They will spam you with like the most brain dead shit, like just nunchuck, 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 heat blast, pew, pew. Granted, they nerfed that now. You can't do that anymore, but they used to spam you with like the most brain dead shit, key charge you as if they had done something, like as if it was actually worth being like, oh yeah, look how good I am, when they absolutely had done nothing of value. And then they would leave, like they wouldn't rematch you. They would make you hold the L by winning like that, and it was fucking Law players, man, I tell ya. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. This is where the fun begins. What would you do if Mr. Beast shows up here randomly, though? I would ask him for money. Hello, Jimmy Beast. Can I have $20? So hard to sneak in this game. It is until you've gotten, like, you kind of have to be in New Game Plus to really stealth. Like, stealth is doable but tricky on like a first playthrough, but you kind of just need to what's it, You kind of just need to get through the game and like acquire enough of the cards that allow you to do it before you can really go for it. It's really fun once you have the right cards for it, but you need to have a lot of stuff that you can't really get until like the very end of your first playthrough. Have all the OP cards. Oh, then it's not bad. Just the stealth camo, trank guns, snipers, trank guns if you're doing non-lethals. Which, granted, there's not much reason to do outside of like grinding card packs, but I feel like once you have all the cards, stealth isn't that bad in this game. Mostly because stealth camo exists. The only thing with stealth camo is you have to be mindful of how much cost you have until it wears off. Like that, you kind of have to keep in mind, like, okay, when I activate it, it's 20 cost for stealth camo, and then try to like mentally keep track of about when it's gonna wear out. That's like the only thing that's kind of tricky with it still, in my opinion. Missions like this on Extreme though, oh my god. Just so many robot dogs. I'm gonna have Snake go take this guy out. Jack as Drake. Tekken. I would say any Tekken player who looks like Drake when you load into your match is about to be the most disrespectful motherfucker. Doesn't matter what character they're playing, if they've got the Drake customization going, they are about to be the most insufferable asshole on the game. Without fail. Thoughts on PlayStation ending physical discs? I think, like, coming from the PC side of things, my initial reaction was that it wasn't that bad, because like PC generally doesn't do discs, right? But the thing with PC that I realized after this that you can't apply to PlayStation is that PC has like a free market, basically. It might sound silly to describe it that way, but on PC, like, everyone uses Steam, but on top of Steam, there's Epic Games, there's GOG, there's Origin, and I don't love all those launchers, right? But the thing with PC is you have options in terms of where you can buy your games, and those options kind of keep everyone in check and keep everyone competitive and trying to appease the customer as much as they can. Whereas on PlayStation, once discs are gone, you just can't buy the games from anyone other than Sony. So Sony, within their own ecosystem, is going to be able to charge whatever they want, run as few discounts as they reasonably want to. Like, they can kind of do whatever, and if you choose PlayStation as your platform, you're just stuck with it. And then, yeah, PC, even outside of the launchers, has like key vendors like Green Man Gaming, G2A, etc. And I personally, well, I like Green Man. Green Man does a really good job because they get their keys from developers, which to me is a big deal. Because like sites like G2A and stuff typically are selling stolen keys. But those key vendors, like, if you are struggling with money, whatever, they can be clutch. Sony is the reason I'm crying while buying PC parts at the moment. Yeah, I think a lot of people are like leaving for PC, at least from what I've seen people saying. I don't know how many of those people are like actually serious or actually taking the action to try to move to PC. Because granted, it's the internet, a lot of people are probably just talking out of their ass, but I have seen so many people saying that they're moving to PC because of this. Because, like, Xbox, it's a better option if they keep physical, but who knows if they will. Xbox hasn't made the greatest business decisions in recent years. A lot of people have just immediately been like, okay, it's PC time then. And understandably so, right? And I've been memeing this since it happened, but they got asked in an investors call what their plan was to bring back people who were leaving for the PC market, like how to bring them back to the PlayStation ecosystem. What's the plan for that? And I shit you not, the answer to that question was they have a supplementary handheld system plan that they think will bring people back from the PC ecosystem back to the PlayStation one. What? The fuck? Since the Sony announcement, I've seen so many people buying Switch 2s. Hear me out. Hear me out. I might sound kind of crazy when I say this, but listen, right? I would say Nintendo is a great example of what I think the worry should be with Sony taking this direction. Now wait. Hear me out. I say that because of the artificial scarcity of releases like the Mario 3D All-Stars, and there have been others like that where they've done the same thing. I just don't know them off the top of my head. But those releases where they artificially only sell them for a limited time to push you into buying them right away at full price. And on top of that, holy fuck Nintendo, discounts don't exist on the Nintendo eShop. They just don't. Like, I am someone who waits to buy games on sale because I've been on PC for so long. I've just kind of learned that behavior, right? Like, I never buy games at full price unless they're brand new. And that is the reason I have pretty much never bought games on the Nintendo eShop since buying my Switch like 8 years ago. Because holy shit, their discounts never happen. First of all, they never put things on discount. And when they do, it sounds like I'm exaggerating when I say it, but they put it on like a 5% discount. It's not even me like saying that they do 5% exaggeratively. I shit you not. I waited for so long to buy Super Mario Odyssey after picking up my Switch. Right? I waited until Mario Day, because surely on Mario Day, March 10th, right, Mario, they'll run a discount on all the Mario games. And they did. They did run a discount on all the Mario games. But instead of buying my Super Mario Odyssey for $60, chat, I bought it for $57. Because they put it on a 5% discount. I got $3 off of my $60 purchase by waiting for the day that is supposed to celebrate that very franchise. I got $3 off of my Mario Odyssey. And I think, aside from like Metroid Prime Remastered, I think that was the last thing I ever bought on the eShop. Just because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you actually for real? That's the discount? Might go to Xbox, might go strictly retro. I think if Xbox keeps physical, that's probably the way to go. And I know I'm biased, I'm already on there. I made the move a few years ago, right? but I was a console guy most of my life until a few years ago. Saving up for PC, it sounds so much more expensive, but genuinely it's not. Because, like, you buy the parts, you build the PC, it's expensive up front. It is. It's a lot of money up front. But once you've got it, it lasts so much longer. Obviously, like, you don't have to worry about what generation a game is, or is it available on this platform or anything. Like, every game is on here. There's no, like, it being locked. Even if a game is so old that it no longer supports your operating system, fans online make their own patches to make games work on, like, Windows 11 or whatever. You just have to, like, drag and drop after you install the game, basically, and then boom. Obviously, games are so much cheaper on PC because Steam exists and does their insane sales. Like, long term, if you're a big gamer who's like, I can't justify console anymore, it seems so expensive, and it is at first, but, like, it works out. Like, the math works out long term in a way that I don't think enough people really talk about. And then, like, even when you need to upgrade your system, right? You don't need to, like, spend thousands of dollars all at once again, because you can kind of just be like, oh, my processor is getting a little slow, I might need an upgrade. And you upgrade that one component, costs you like a couple hundred, but it's obviously cheaper than doing a generational console leap every 5 or 6 years or so, the same way you would there, right? And even for games that never came out on PC, for, like, the everything is on PC point, emulation. Even if a game never released on PC, there's almost always a way to get it to run on your PC. Yeah, I was just about to say, even PS5 emulation is just starting to get going right now, which is insane. The PS5 is, like, the current Sony console. And emulation efforts are really starting to get going for PS5 now. The Demon's Souls remake is booting in emulator. It's not running well, it's not, like, playable, but they have the Demon's Souls remake booting up on PC right now because of emulation. It's crazy. Like, I really... And again, I am a little biased. I made the move a while ago. But the PC market right now is so much more appealing than it's been in, like, the last 20 years. And, like, if price is the thing that's keeping you away from it, I would really say, like, just saving up for that initial dip, and then riding it out from there is so worth it. Like, I moved to PC in 2018. And since then, I built an entirely new PC that was, like, fully juiced out from, like, I just did an entirely new build instead of the incremental upgrade thing. But even that, I only did because of YouTube. Like, because all these new games were coming out. My old PC wasn't able to run above, like, medium settings on a lot of them anymore. Fuck. So I had to, like, juice it out for YouTube, but if I didn't have to do that, like, oh yeah, you know, my graphics card is getting a little slow, just swap that. My CPU is getting a little slow, just swap that. Like, it's seriously, it's a lot to dive into at first, but long term, it just makes sense. Fuck's sake. All right, Snake, we gotta deal with a shield guy. My PC, yeah, Tippy just built a PC that it was like mid-range, right? And it'll last a good few years, and then when the couple parts that are gonna slow down, you just swap those, and it will last another good few years. It's It's worth it. If you're feeling a little disenfranchised with the console market, it's a lot at first, but it's so worth it, man. It really is. $5,600 CPU and a 9060 XT 16 gig. Yeah, okay. Good for some 1440. Yeah, that's like a really solid mid-range. And what was that? Like, did you build it yourself? Which is also an intimidating part. You can get a build service. It costs more, but if it's worth it to you, it's worth it. My 2 cents. I build my own PCs at this point because for me, I'm a stingy bitch. I don't want to pay like an extra $200 for someone else to do it. I was gonna say, if you didn't build it, it was probably what, like 1,000, 1,100-ish, 1,100. I was gonna guess 11 or 12, but I was gonna ballpark it at a little over 1,000. You might have talked me into going to PC. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to fully convince you. I'm just saying it's kind of worth it. Like, looking into it at least would probably, like, now is a good time. Now is definitely a good time to at least be looking into it a bit. I'll do a big PC upgrade in a couple months. Yeah, like I'm gonna be probably, I might build a whole other PC again, to be honest. Not because I need it, but like when this next round of like high-end NVIDIA GPUs come out, if they're not super AI reliant like the 50 series was, I'm probably just gonna get the biggest one. And I don't want to get another Intel processor for my next build, only because this one that I bought for this current PC is amazing. It's so good, except it's faulty because NVIDIA put out a bad quality line of CPUs. So like, it's amazing. Like the horsepower of this thing, when it's working properly, is like mind-blowing. It's so good when it's working, but it's not entirely consistent, right? Kind of an issue. So I'm gonna go not Intel for my next processor, which means I'm gonna need a new chipset for my motherboard, which means I'm gonna have to rebuild the entire PC anyway. So I'm probably just gonna end up rebuilding the whole fucking thing from scratch, and then maybe this can become my new like streaming / encoding PC, or like obviously it can be my backup if anything happens to the new one. All that stuff, right? That's the great thing about PC from a YouTuber standpoint, at least, is that once my hardware starts to get a little older, I can justify building a new one totally from scratch and juicing it out because A, it's a tax write-off for me, and B, what's it? God damn it. My old PC, like this current one, not my old, my current PC that I'm using right now, can then become like my stream PC that just, I'll have it set up on its own little monitor and stuff. Where like it can just run the stream at super high quality or record my footage at super high quality while the desktop purely focuses on the gaming and stuff. It's so easy as a content creator to just justify building a totally new juiced out like $3,000 PC every few years. It's almost scary how easy it is to justify. But it's not the worst thing to have good reason to do. To always have the fucking crazy PC for gaming. It pays off. Intel CPUs are fine now. They, like, even mine that I have right now was faulty, but like I have it on the new microcode. I haven't had issues with it since getting the new microcode. Like, it doesn't crash on games anymore. It doesn't get as much preview lag when I'm editing videos. Like, it's good now. But that sucked. That sucked a lot before they got that microcode out to fix it. And it's one of those things where, like, it did effectively melt itself. So, like, long term, the damage is done. Like, this, it doesn't run perfectly. It still is a crazy powerful CPU that runs well 99% of the time. But the damage is permanent that was done to it because of the bad microcode. So, like, yeah, I kind of want to not get an Intel processor for my next rig. It's kind of put me off the idea of buying Intel for the next one. I'm thinking 5070 Ti, 32 gigs, i7 14th gen, 2 terabyte SSD and stuff like that. How long do you think my PC could last with those specs? It's hard to say how long term like the 5070 will be right now. I would think pretty long term. Like I said before, that's what we put in False's PC when we upgraded her, was a 5070 Ti. It's hard to say how like future-proofed a GPU will be. But right now, I think like 4080 is what I'm on, which is effectively the same like rough horsepower as the 5070 Ti. It's actually 2% faster on average than the 5070 Ti. So like to give you the idea, it's pretty much like 2% is negligible. They're basically the same GPU, right? Mine is starting to get to the point where like I can't just max setting my games and have it run at 60 without any upscaling. Like some new games are starting to get to the point where I can't do that. But that, like, only just becoming a reality on this build 3 years later after I built it is pretty incredible. And granted, like, that being my baseline is pretty luxury, right? To be playing brand new games fully maxed out at native resolution and get at least 60 plus FPS. That's a pretty luxurious standard to be judging by. It'll probably last, like, if we're talking playing games on, like, medium settings at 60 FPS or above, a rig like that will probably still last a good few years, minimum. It seems like the 4080/70 Ti are very future-proofed components. 70 Ti a little less, probably, because it's so reliant on upscaling and stuff, but the 4080, in my case, this thing's a fucking trooper. Again, it's just now getting to the point where brand new games can't be fully maxed out with no upscaling and get more than 60. They get like 40-ish when fully maxed out at native. It's a pretty good standard to be hitting right now. It depends on your preference. If you're fine upscaling, I would say the 70 Ti is better, especially for the value. I think the 70 Ti is what, like $300? Or no, it was like $500 cheaper than the 4080 when we bought it for False. I remember that's why I recommended it. I was like, bro, this is like my GPU, effectively, but it's $500 cheaper. And that was genuinely why we bought it for her. She heard me say that, and she was just like, all right, give me that then. She, like, zero hesitation. She was like, how much is it? I want that one then. forgot typing Kappa doesn't work on mobile. It's so weird that it doesn't. If you don't mind sometimes to dip into the medium quality, you'll be fine for a long time. Exactly. Especially, like, I may... This may be me being overly hopeful, so take this with a grain of salt. But I do think, like, Unreal is so widely adopted right now. Ooh, sorry, I just banged my desk with the arm of my chair, just wiggling around and stuff. Unreal is, like, the default that so many devs are using right now, right? Regardless of how you feel about that, that's true. A lot of devs are just defaulting to Unreal right now. Unreal 6 just got shown off a lot. And from what we've seen so far on the way that it will impact consumers, because I watched the whole presentation about like how it will behave for developers, and like that was kind of cool. I have mixed feelings on it, whatever. Not the point. Consumer side, Unreal 6 looks to solve almost all of the optimization errors of Unreal 5. So if Unreal becomes so widely adopted, or sorry, I should say if it stays so widely adopted, because so far those optimization issues haven't put off developers from using it. So I would say it's safe to assume they're going to stick with it, largely. If the optimization in 6 is that much better, then I would say we're going to hit a point where the hardware requirements of new games is going to slow down. Because, like, we're kind of plateauing in terms of rendering tech and stuff. Aside from them trying to push, like, neural rendering bullshit, which I don't think many devs are going to adopt for a while. Like, I do think... Why did I even use that? I do think if you are building a PC or buying a console right now, that hardware is probably going to last longer than it historically has. Because we really are hitting a plateau where, like, things aren't really becoming much more demanding. They're not really becoming much more impressive. So I think, predicting stuff here, granted, I don't know this, I think what we're going to see is the rate at which hardware requirements scale is going to slow down. We'll see, but I think that. Next-gen consoles are going to be starting up next year, supposedly. Maybe Xboxes. PlayStations we shouldn't expect to see until 2028. Their words. They internally delayed it. They said that they're going full digital in 2028. I definitely think 2028 right now is what they are targeting for their new system. I think Xbox could be next year. PlayStation probably not. Just looking at all of the factors right now, I think the PS6 probably is not until 2028. I misremembered. I thought it was 27. Yeah. I think they're aiming for 28 right now. It definitely seems that way. CGI trailer quality games. There are some games that look like CGI trailers. That, Hellblade 2? That game looks unreal. Like, the gameplay and stuff of Hellblade, not particularly my thing. I think they're cool story-wise, but the gameplay is not really for me. But did I just use C4 to move right before entering here. God fucking damn it. Unreal, he says. I think that game actually runs on Unreal, funny enough. What was I saying? It's UE5? I thought so. You think Elder Scrolls 6, OD, and Oblivion Fallout could be launch titles for Helix? Probably not. Isn't OD supposed to be next year? Elder Scrolls 6, we just found out we shouldn't expect to see until like at least 2028 or 29. Whatever Fallout title is allegedly starting production literally started pre-production this week. So I would say I wouldn't bet money on any of those being launch titles for Helix, no. Unless Helix is coming out next year, then maybe OD. But like, I don't know if I would put money on it, you know. I wouldn't be too confident in that. What a bitch this is. Again, this is always a bitch. C4, please. C4, please. Thank you. I would like C4. Oh. I just realized it. Yeah, I only realized what you meant after I read it. That you meant Obsidian Fallout. No, Obsidian Fallout's gonna be a long ways away still. Like I said, it literally entered pre-production. Like the game got pitched less than a week ago. So I would say we probably won't see that until 2029 earliest. Like, it's cool to know that that might be happening, allegedly. It's Jason Schreier. I wouldn't put too much faith in it. But maybe that's happening. But even if it is, it's going to be years until we see it. So I wouldn't get too hyped up on it just yet. I would be a bit more patient. Another New Vegas-like situation where management wants it done within 18 months. Vegas was a special case because it was a standalone expansion. Whatever game they're talking about is going to be built from scratch, so no. Like, if they were asking that of them, that would be like a Battlefield 6 level self-sabotage, like setting a goal that will never be met, and then they will punish the studio for not meeting it. So I'm gonna hope no. I would assume no. Holy reinforcements on extreme. What the fuck? Bro, how many guys are running through there? Good lord, the enemy count right now. I can't believe my eyes. I'm being so real. What the fuck is happening? What is that accuracy, Snake? What are we doing? Okay. Deck reload at the worst time. We're just gonna have to start blasting. It's the only way. It's the only way to even possibly survive this. We're gonna have to do so much damage before this camo wears off. This feels so irresponsible, but... Oh, I could kill that guy, like, reasonably. Fuck, so close. No grenades. Here's what I can do. I can move up 1, play the -12. Just get that rocket out of my inventory, skip turn. Okay, what the fuck are we doing now? Burn a card of his at least. We're doing what we can before this camo disappears. It's gonna be rough when it does, though. Oh, Snakes wore off first. That might actually be a good thing. That Snakes... I thought Teleco's was gonna wear out first. Like, in my head, I thought Teleco was gonna be the one in danger here. Oh, now Teleco is in danger. Yeah, okay. She's the one that's sandwiched, but she's also acting like a barrier, which is a good and a bad thing. She doesn't have the health pool to tank like that, but maybe it could work. I don't get enough value out of it to really go for that. Snake is not going to draw a gun when we most desperately need a gun. That actually weirdly helps a bit. Holy fuck. That's fine. Not yet. I'm gonna have to save that rocket until Teleco can move. Hold on, Teleco. Just keep tanking the damage. This is so bad. I knew he would get healed eventually. Fuck. Oh, she's passed out. She's dead. With that, she's fucking dead. God damn it. 10 cost on top of it all, too. Yeah, I don't know how I'm doing this. Wait a minute, now she's dead, though. Come on in, boys. You know you wanna. Bot's dead today. The boys are bleeding. Yeah, the bot is not opening at all today. I don't know why. That's why we have no chat on the bottom of the screen, too. Skip a turn. Draw a gun, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. Okay. Close enough. Not really. 2 of them get to move first. Imagine bleeding and missing all of your shots point blank. What a dumb bitch. Uh-oh, this guy is gonna be a menace. Oh, he can't do anything yet? Really? who can move here if I just do the -8? I'm gonna just do the -8. I don't even need... That is such a jumble of information that I can't even parse. It paid off. Oh my god, it paid off. Hold on. Maybe not as much as I thought. I should have punched him too. Bro, this fucking conga line of enemies coming through. Oh, Snake is so fucked. Oh no. Teleco, wake up. Teleco, wake up. It's time to wake up. She actually should be close to waking up. Oh no, they're surrounding him too. I could run through a door and try to funnel them more. How is he still only the third one moving here? We're buying time. We're just killing time, trying to let Teleco come back. Hopefully drawing a ration on either of them. Ooh, or a stealth camo. I forget those are in there. Waiting to be used and abused. Anyone in chat waiting to be used and abused? Any users and abusers in chat? Me. I thought there would be at least one. Making a varsity play. Get this bitch stuck in the doorway while I've got camo. She's up. Ration, holy first card draw. Okay. They're all going for her. But hear me out. Oh, what the fuck? That sucks. Survive, Teleco, survive. Oh no. Bruh. Chat, we might be a little fucked. I think I'm getting used and abused. Not in the fun way. I'm trying here. That'll do. Oh, that will certainly do. Fuck you guys. Get out of my room. This is my room. Joke's on you. I didn't want any of those cards. Here comes the conga line of pain. Teleco, you gotta wake up. Teleco, we really need you right about now. Like right now. Things are getting desperate out here. This'll have to do. I killed one. Good start. The start of the comeback, all right? They have to conga line through here. Like, I have them funneled in a doorway, right? Oh no, he's coming through next. Wait, he waited for some reason. Now the other 99. Hey, man. One at a time. Oh, grenade. Oh, fuck. Wait, that grenade's gonna hit his teammates, though. Wait, he's actually dumb, though. Chat, check this out. I'm about to do the funniest shit ever. Like, actually. Shoot the grenade that he threw. Get the fuck out of my room, bitch. Oh boy. Skip the turn. Get back into funneling the doorway. Skip the turn. Throw a fucking chaff grenade for no reason. Skip the turn. Remote control rocket. To the dick. I unfortunately cannot skip the turn there. But I think that was good progress. I killed 2 of them. Oh no. That gun does so much damage. That's terrifying. Teleco, wake up. Teleco, you need to wake up. Oh my god, Teleco, wake up. She's awake. Just wait. Just wait. Ration! Holy shit, skip the turn. This is a generational comeback right now. I don't even know if half of you guys understand how fucking huge this is. Punch them out. Skip the turn. Shoot a bitch. Desperately hope the Teleco gets a ration. turn around just in case they start going for her so she doesn't get crit in the back. This is not ideal, but it works. They're not gonna run for her. Fuck. Oh boy. Delico. Stealth camo. Holy fuck. They don't know where Teleco is. He can't see her still. What if I just wait? I almost feel like I should move her all the way into the back. Do this just in case she needs to move. I don't know if she will need it, but you never know. No way. Oh my lordy lord. Another ration. Chat. These fuckers are getting janola'd. I'm pleased with this outcome. That camera's on again. Uh-oh. No! I have a plan. It just came to me. I need to clutch again, but I need to change my approach. Because Snake is about to get fucked up. Bro, you're kidding me. DualShock 4s last forever. It's true. This seems crazy, I know. But hear me out. Oh no, it was the wrong move. What the fuck? Oh, I thought they were gonna miss him. Janola again. Fuck these guys. Ooh. Check this out. It's that time. It is. I gotta go back to work. I got big things to work on. Fuck. It's turned around. It's one guy left. Snake is up with like half health. Teleco has full health. It is saved. That mission is saved. It's crazy that it's saved, but it is. It's actually saved. Anyway, it is about that time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead, leave a sub, follow, whatever, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff like Yakuza, Resident Evil, Ace Combat. We're going to be doing Halo before that comes out. I got to get through that Doom expansion. There's a lot. Come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed, you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead, leave a like on the stream. Helps out with algorithm and stuff, so I appreciate it. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. If you're looking for links, anything else outside of Twitch or YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description below. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever, those are all down there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I was back here next time. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.